everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today's review is going to be on the EX1 Invisiwear liquid foundation. With my reviews, I always start with a bare face because I'm going to give you guys a demo on the application of the foundation, and I also want you guys to see the current flaws that I have on my face so you guys can see how the foundation covers that. So I have an active breakout right over here. I had one at the beginning of the week on my lip, which was very painful, but it's drying out right now. But for the most part, my skin seems to be very good. I need to do a skincare routine for you guys because my skin has cleared out a lot. I've never really had massive acne or anything like that, but some of my breakouts can leave scars and it's not very pretty. So my face is prepped and ready for application, and I'm going to be using my Real Techniques complexion sponge, something like that. I love. Have I told you guys that I love this sponge? If I haven't, I really like it. It's like a holy grail product for me. So foundation, the product comes in a plastic bottle and it comes with a pump, which is absolutely amazing, especially for the price that I paid. And I'm going to get a full pump, and one pump is definitely more than enough for my whole face. It's a thick foundation, as you guys can see. It doesn't really move all that much. It feels like it's very creamy, but at the same time, because of the way it dispenses out of the bottle, it looks like, or it feels like a mousse type of texture. So I'm just going to dot my face, and as you can see, I am taking a lot of product. Just one pump should be more than enough to give you great coverage. I've been using this foundation for the past 2 weeks, and I picked it up at feelunique.com. I think that's the only place you can buy the foundation, by the way. But here it goes, application. I do these stippling motions with my sponge, which I love, and it just gives me the right amount of coverage and finish as well. So this foundation applies very nicely. It blends really well, and it gives me more like a light medium satin finish that I personally really like because, oh, got foundation here on my hair, because I got combination to oily skin, but I don't really like matte foundation as much. So as you can see, it has covered somewhat that active breakout I have on my jaw right over here, but I would go, depending on how much coverage you want. Some people would probably go for a second layer. I would probably just cover that with a concealer, but I'm going to do 2 applications so you guys can see the coverage. So as you can see, with just 1 layer, it gives about light buildable medium coverage. I would even say medium coverage, and it covers really well without looking like I have a mask. It's not a matte foundation. It's kind of like a satin finish, so it still has that natural glow to it. It's not dewy or anything like that. It just gives you a very natural glow. So I'm going to use another half a pump, just a little bit, if it comes out, just like that. And I'm going to apply the foundations in the areas where I think I need a little bit extra coverage, and also for you guys to see how much this builds up, because usually on a daily basis I've only been using 1 pump, and I find that is more than enough for me personally. But you can definitely achieve full coverage with this foundation if you want to. So here is the finish look with the second layer of foundation, which I've mentioned before. I only apply it in the areas where I feel I need extra coverage. I don't do it all over my face. So that's mainly in the center of my face. It covers somewhat over here my active breakout. I can still see it. I don't know if on the camera that's picking up, but I would cover that with a concealer. So I would say this is medium coverage, buildable. I'm not too sure 100% if you can get full coverage. I think you can, but maybe you would have to apply 2 full pumps, or maybe 2 pumps and a half, something like that. So I'm going to finish all my makeup and I'll be right back with the review. Okay, so now that I'm done with my foundation, I am going to start with the review on the product, and I'm going to start with the packaging. It comes in a plastic container and it contains 1 fluid ounce, which is a 30 mils. It's all plastic and it has this detail in a rose gold, which I find really, really pretty. Rose gold is one of my favorite colors. I think it looks great on olive skin tones and yellow skin tones. So Farah, who created this foundation, was very, very smart in choosing the colors of the packaging. It comes with a pump, as you guys could see in the application video, and I'm not a big fan of this pump. I find that it's a little bit stiff. It could have just been my particular bottle, but if there's anyone out there who encounters or has experienced the same issue, please comment below. But I'm quite happy that the foundation has a pump. This foundation was created by Farah, who struggled to find foundations that matched or that suited her skin tone. So if you are yellow or yellow skin tone or olive skin tone, you know how difficult it is to find foundations, especially at the drugstore, that completely sink in and blend in with your skin, because they're either too pink, too neutral, or a little bit too orange, or you just don't find your skin tone at all, your shade. So I'm one of those. I very rarely come here, oh, I really love this foundation, it's from the drugstore, because it's very rare here in the UK that they release foundations that suit me particularly. This line has 5 shades. It starts from F100 all the way to F500, and the shade that I have here is F200, which is a perfect match for an NC30 and NC35. I'm an NC30 in the winter, and I would say I'm in between shades at the moment, and this foundation just adapts to my skin. When it comes to the coverage, it gives a satin natural finish, and that's one of the things I absolutely love. With one pump, it covers most of my flaws, and I can use concealer if I need a little bit more coverage. I don't go with the second pump. I just did that for the purposes of this video. And even the breakout that I had over here, right here, I don't think that the camera's picking up. You can barely see it. It just looks like skin, but covering very, very well. Now, when it comes to suitable skin types for this foundation, I think anybody can wear this foundation. Even if you are oiliest of the oiliest, you can still wear this as long as you wear a good primer. Now, I use this every day. I've been using it for the past couple of weeks, and it's very, very hot here in London. We're having a heat wave, as they call it, and temperatures are reaching 30. Yesterday was 30, and today I think it's around 27, and it's very humid outside. Now, I've noticed, even though I use a setting powder and a setting spray, I don't set the powder all over my face, mainly on my T-zone. And this foundation lasts really well all the way up to 7 hours. After that, I just have to blot, but I don't need to apply more powder. I just need to blot because it's just the oils coming through. But I've noticed that the foundation is very resilient and it doesn't break down that easy, which is an absolutely must, especially for me, because I'm oily in the summer in combination in the winter, and a lot of foundations that I wear tend to break down on me. And if they don't, they're probably high-end foundations like Estee Lauder Wear, which is concrete to my face. I've said this before, it's a great foundation, but this one is right up there with my high-end foundations. When it comes to wear time, I find that this foundation lasts amazingly well throughout the day. When I get home, and I get home around 11 hours after I apply the foundation, it's still on my face. I only get a little bit of redness around my nose, and I am definitely kind of like shiny when I get home. But I wouldn't say it's only oils coming through. It's because I'm sweating because it's so hot outside. But after blotting, the foundation still looks there, and I think that's absolutely amazing. So I don't think they have any claims when it comes to wear time of this foundation, but I would say you can definitely get at least 10 hours out of this if you are combination to oily, and if you have normal to dry skin, you will probably get 12 hours out of this without the foundation breaking down. It just has a beautiful finish, and it's very, very long wearing. So as I was saying, sometimes I'm sweating, and if I blot, the foundation is still there. So having said that, this foundation doesn't transfer all that much. I've noticed that by 5 or 6 hours when I blot the first time, it doesn't transfer that much onto the tissue, and sometimes if it does transfer, it's not really the foundation, it's the powder that I used on top of the foundation. So I would say it's somewhat water resistant, because if I'm sweating and then there's oils coming through and the foundation still stays after I blot, I would definitely say this foundation is somewhat water resistant. If you have sensitive skin, I still think you can wear this foundation. It has not caused me to break out at all. It just feels really light on the skin. It doesn't mask the skin in no way, shape or form. It just leaves your skin looking very beautiful from the moment you put it on all the way till the end of the day, and it wears surprisingly well, like I said before. So overall, I love this foundation, highly recommend. Let me know if you've tried it. If you have, please comment below. If you haven't tried it and you live abroad, keep in mind that feelunique.com does ship abroad, and they ship for free depending on how much you spend. So if you spend £10 over at least £10, they ship for free. So that's a great bonus for any of you who live out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you did, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.